Hello, craft beer lovers. I just want to throw that in. Hello, people who love beverages. And like the best beverage, this is going to go into one of these two glasses. It's Black Friday, so that means, well, Bourbon County, but a lot of others. We were actually earlier today at West 6, and we're able to get the original and at least one variant of their release. Their
Well, we
snake
should say
cake.
West 6 in Lexington.
West 6 in Lexington, Kentucky. Yeah, because they do have now Nulu Container Park in, is it Covington? Okay, Covington, and also the farm in Frankfort. If you come to Kentucky, you need to visit the farm in Frankfort. It's adorable. It's wonderful. It's a great location. But it is also Goose Island, Bourbon County. Old Bourbon, where art thou? And this is a kind of a special day. This might take a moment or two because I've held on to this beer for 4 years. 4 years this has sat in the closet, controlled environment. It was actually the first variant I've gotten, the first barrel aged from Goose. I've had the regular Goose Island before, but never one of their variants. So it's kind of a big, it's got many leather-bound books, and it spells off Richmond. It's what I'm trying to say, i.e. Anchorman. It's a big deal that we're actually cracking this open. 4 years is about right. I mean, maybe a year longer, but any more than that, you're beginning to chance infection and it going south. So I'm thinking infection. Things can get into your beer after a while. If it gets too old, things can break down. It just doesn't taste as optimal as it can. Barrel aged stouts are the best to age, but it's a lost leader. You can sometimes get it, but if it gets too old, it starts. While we were in line, one of the bottle share people in front of us had one that they cracked and it foamed a lot. So odds are something got into that. Okay. This probably shouldn't foam that much. So Bourbon County, once a year, thank you, Goose Island, do their barrel aged stouts. This year it is Eagle Rare and Angel's Envy. And not to throw shade to Angel's Envy, but if I had a chance to get the Eagle Rare, I would get that first. Oh, the Angel's Envy would be interesting. Where's a barrel aged bourbon? I'm kind of curious on how that would be. But I know the Eagle Rare would be great because we like Eagle Rare in this house. But this is a Knob Creek 2019 release. So it was 4 years old. Knob Creek, i.e. Jim Beam, one of their small batch bourbons. Really nice bourbon. Yeah. It still gave me a psst when I opened it, so that's a good thing. We are using the proper glassware. I would either use a brandy snifter or one this style, which is the barrel aged beer style, which we did get from West 6. Thank you. That we had some of the snake cake earlier today, which was quite nice. We will see. Oh, here we go. Oh, low foam, so it didn't foam over. That is for the director.
Thank you.
This will be for me. So, Goose Island, yearly release. They're always barrel aged stouts. They typically always have the traditional, which is just the regular Goose Island, which is barrel aged. They partner with several in the closet, and I guess in months to come, we do have a Rittenhouse Rye that is from Heaven Hill. We have a Weller, which is from the 800-pound gorilla, which is called Sazerac. We will wait on that. And then we had the Knob Creek, but this is 4 years, so it's about ready. Funny story, when I went up to do the first Cicerone test, and this was after at least, a little food, a little drink, I was noticing on the menu that they had the birthday bourbon, Old Forester, on the menu that you could buy. And I'm like, I think I read 30.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was the first time.
It was not 30. It was 80. I was more than willing to pay $30 for a beer. I was not willing to pay $80
That's
for
when
a bottle
the
of beer.
producer had to save money.
Yes,
No.
the producer said, "No, sweetie, put the glasses back on. That's 80." And yeah, I was celebratory because I was ready to take my test, but I was not that ready to take my test. So we left without the birthday. But we did get the Weller that year, so it's sitting in the closet. I'm sure it's probably another year or two out for that one. So let's see what we think of Knob Creek, which we do love. Jim Beam's Knob Creek's small batch.
I like the smell.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, smell is nice.
The nose is nice.
Mm-hmm. Malty. Yeah, you get to this age, hops are to keep infection out. You are not going to taste hops, and this is going to be all malt and barrel. So it's probably going to be nothing but rich vanilla, caramel, barrel notes, and then malt. No, that is. Oh God, that's a caramel bomb. Oh,
That's
that is
delicious.
Yeah, that's malt and caramel. Pour this over ice cream and we're done. Yeah.
Oh wow, this is.
Can you
really
imagine this is a root beer float? Oh, that would be so
good.
outstanding.
No, this is fabulous.
Yeah. Looking on beer reviews, because I was kind of looking at this, and this did, I don't know if it was fresh crack or older crack, but on a couple of the beer review sites, this did get a 99%. I would concur I know at least one person that might still have this. I think Coffee does still have this, so I might convince him to crack it too. But yeah, I would agree with the 99. It's all malt, all caramel, hints of vanilla.
This is like a milkshake.
Yeah, it's like
This
a
could be
milkshake.
a very wonderful, like you said, a root beer float. I mean, it's just this.
Yeah, that chocolate cake. Perfect for a Black Friday, something thicker, richer. Yeah, I would probably rate that for this style. Now, if you want some hops, don't look here. This is not hops. This is all malt and sweetness, and it is amazing. I am happy I waited 4 years, and if you heard anything, that's the director stacking a little bit. But yeah, if you can get a Bourbon County, I would definitely get it. You can have them fresh. They are good, right? But if you have time and you could sit aside for a year or two, a year is great. 2 to 3 is better. But yeah, I'll pick one up probably over the week, and I'll probably pick up 2 and one have right away, and then one wait a year or two on. It's so malty, so high alcohol content that it kind of takes 99% of beer. The minute it leaves a brewery, you want to drink. It's fresh. These are the oddballs out that you kind of want to let sit, develop these secondary characteristics. And I see you have some questions on your mind there, Director.
So this has been stored in a barrel.
Yes.
For how long? Do we know? For how
Don't
long?
know how long.
Okay. And then it improves with age.
Improves with
how
age.
does it improve with age? Because it's not in a barrel.
No, it improves with age because over time it starts breaking down the hop characteristics and going more to the malt. And it's because the high alcohol content and the malt characteristics, it mellows out it mellows out the meow flavors. Yeah, there he goes. Thank you. Because we're all about, there he goes. And the assistant director, which is the producer, hi there, producer, because the alcohol content and the malt content, it mellows out over time. That actually would be an interesting idea. Get a fresh Goose Island in a couple weeks and get a older Goose Island and compare the two. But because of the alcohol content, it mellows out some of those flavors over time. Versus a beer, which is, even your higher beer is like 7, 8. Some of your Belgiums get into 10s. These are, what is this, 10, 12? 2009. This is about 12% alcohol. So it has time to break down some of the malt characteristics and get a whole lot more mellow. and sweeter.
Mm.
Get more of those caramel notes that you would get. Yeah, it just has time to chill out. Fresh beer would not do the same. It would just get stale. But because the alcohol content, that helps. And alcohol content, I'll ramble about that for a while. So I hope everyone has a wonderful Black Friday. I actually have this paperwork here because the preview for, yep, it's coming. She'll be on the other side of the camera to join me because we'll be sipping on 24 different bourbons. And underneath my feet, I do have the West 6 Advent Calendar. A couple paperwork notes, but we'll probably get a couple of notes when we do the first episode. Odds are we won't be drinking every beer every night, depending on the beer. Some we might do both the same night. Some we might not, depending on the beer. But we for sure will be sharing the 1 ounce of barrel proof bourbon that comes from the Lexington Bourbon Society for their Advent calendar, and talking about the West 6 Advent calendar. And also we do have the cheat sheet that tells us who donated and what it is. So thank you everyone. We love you participating. We will see you in a couple weeks. We'll start that for the month of December. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you like this, we love it. Give some comments because comments help the algorithm. We will be enjoying this Knob Creek. Thank you, Goose Island, for putting out such great product. And we'll see you 1st December for the next 24 days after that. Woo. We'll see you soon. Be careful. Happy Thanksgiving.